What's up? Atlas here, and welcome to the third episode of SchoolCraft. Let's jump in. So, as you can see, I'm here at the new Sulfur Cave biome, and I'm with my buddy, Bit the Best. Let's go. And we're going to explore the biome. As you can see, I already have a sulfur cube, so I have a few, but we're going to try to collect a lot of the new resources and get a ton of sulfur cubes, because I want to open up a shop and have several mini games of them. So that would be really fun. I have an idea for an Elytra course where we use the new sulfur hot spring things where they launch us up and you have to use those to glide around and you're like in a tight space. So it's going to be like this. Whoa! So you're up in the air and then like you have to glide away. So as you can see, he's already down there. We're going to get some mining going, things like that. Whoa! I think I'm going to use the red one in my evil castle that we're building, or I'm building. You're not really
the red wood and the red sulfur?
Yeah, I said the red one, did I know?
Oh, I thought you said the red wood.
Yeah. And I think, if I'm right, I can make a yellow sulfur. Oh, here's a little guy. Let me get him in a bucket. I think, if I'm right, I can make a yellow sulfur farm by using these spikes. I think it works like dripstone. So that might help. That would definitely start my store. I don't know. I really hope there's a way to keep the red one, because I feel like everybody be using that more. I like the look of the red one. It's more, like, not in your face, you know? You want to explore the cave with me a bit?
Yep.
Okay. So, you're going to need to talk for this part. I know you don't like to.
Okay.
I'm going to collect some more of these spikes.
What do you need me to say?
I don't care what you say. As long as you, like, just, you know. So, let's glide down here. Whoever can glide the furthest wins, go. Oh, rats, that's a dead end. Bit, you're not gliding. How do you think you're gonna
My bad.
Whoa, Bit, this cave is giant. Ow. This cave is giant.
This is...
Whoa. I'm absolutely... Oh, I just dropped my sulfur cube. I'm absolutely amazed at how big this... I didn't think it would work well, like the underground with all the colors, but I think it does. The only thing I think it's missing is the multiple, like, I think a new light source would have been cool. Or if, like, the sulfur cubes themselves gave off a light source, or, like, you could kill them to get the light source. Does the water stay... It's weird.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm down at the bottom layer. I'm all the way down here. If you fall down, if you come down the crack, you can see me. Oh, hey, Bit.
Down where?
Right here. You're here.
Oh,
I like how if you use lava under a potent sulfur cube, not cube, just potent sulfur block, that it can keep the thing lit. I like that. If you see any potent sulfur, I need it all.
You made it harder to get to your side.
What'd you say? Oh
You
yeah,
made it harder to get over to your side.
intentional. Oh, I hate the nausea. I can't do that. I don't. I wish there was a way to like turn nausea down. Like the whole screen wobbling is a lot for me. I don't know. So we're back from doing the sulfur cube and the new sulfur biome with Bit the Best, and we made this little sulfur shop. As you can see, it's a sulfur cube made out of sulfur bricks and yellow glass, and then we have two sulfur cubes. Well, that one was up on this one, on these geysers over here, which I think is really cool. Which actually might be my favorite part of the new update, the geysers and these little guys. So they're always up here, just bouncing around, you know. Oh, I don't have my elytra on. And then in here, you can see we have the shop. This is going to sell sulfur, and then I'm going to put other chests here, which are going to sell, like, the different versions of it. So, like, polished sulfur, sulfur spikes, things like that. But before we check the chest, I would like to say I had a quest, because I'm the king, and I put very important quests up. The quest was to buy out the sulfur shop, the reward, a netherite box. So instead of selling the netherite boxes, we took them down from selling them from over there. I am now selling, basically traded away for them to sell in here. And I priced it so I would just barely be losing money. Wow, that's a lot of diamonds. That's over a stack and 17 from that one. And back here, didn't have as much cinnabar selling, but That right there is a pretty penny. Let's go see exactly how many diamond blocks kind of we lost. I mean, I don't really count it as a loss because we sold out the shop and now someone's enjoying the new update, which is always good. So let's... Oh, could have done that faster, couldn't we? Let's just see... 6 more blocks. Okay. So if we make... This is not going to make 7, but 20 is what we were going for. So 18 is not bad. And then we're trying to keep faith in the population, you know. And now let's check in here. In here, I know we've made some sales. Wow, that's a lot of rockets. So that's 36. We're here. Selling shulker boxes. I always come in here and shulker boxes have always sold. Glass. I might need to up the price of glass. People are just buying it really quickly. And it's just too expensive to turn the glass from sand to glass. And then you see, oh, people are buying iron blocks. That's good. And I don't think, no one's bought this last set. I might do an auction or a drawing to give it away. And then that right there is a good amount of diamonds. A really good amount of diamonds. I know Callaghan and another person, Toe Nugget, he's been buying a lot. So let's come in here. Let's see what they have. If they have any more blackstone, we're going to need to buy it. Because oh, they're out of blackstone. That's really bad. Because we need a lot of blackstone for our evil castle lair thing. Which is going to be just over there, behind the Parliament building. But you can see Toe Nuggets, he set up this little store over here. And he is giving me competition for the rockets. So what I've been doing is coming over here. So he's got 2 rows of rockets. So let's, like that. And then doing this and this here. Buying out the rockets that he is selling. Okay. Try to keep the flow of money going in. And then coming over here. And immediately selling them for 1 diamond more. So if I completely sell out, I am making 46 more diamonds. Just a bonus 46 diamonds, and it also helps support. Let's see if I think this is broken, so I'm not gonna roll this time. But we might need cobbled deep slate for something. So it's 2 stacks for 1 diamond. So we're gonna put a diamond here and take 2 stacks of cobbled deep slate because we might need it on our base over there. But let's jump right into a time lapse. So let's jump in. So we're back from the time lapse, and as you can see, we have done a lot. This has been 2.5 hours of work. It's just a lot of mind-numbing placing block work. And there was a little bit more. You see, this wasn't included in the time lapse because I had started it before I got a new time lapse mod for this newest update. So over there wasn't in the time lapse. I did all of this in the time lapse, and this right here. You see the time lapse starts a little bit short. I did this pillar. I was watching a soccer game, and I just kept stopping. And mostly, this pillar has been done through a little short, like get on, do a 5-minute little build, get off, get back on, you know, things like that. It's very short, like not worth videoing. But if you come over here, I finished this wall along the side. And then all of this island. So I'd say this island is maybe 20% done at best. Probably closer to 15. So it's a giant island. And as I'm saying, this isn't done. I'm not just like making this up on the spot. I'm not just like, block should be here, block should be here. You know, I designed this using a wonderful mod called Axiom, and there's a big debate in the Minecraft community whether builders should be allowed to use Axiom. But the way Axiom works is I'm on a creative server, and I build this thing basically using a block thing that can place 10,000 blocks instantly, So I designed that on that. And then I use another wonderful mod called Lightmatica to show me this whole build thing, which I'll show you eventually what it looks like, but I don't want to spoil what the island ends up looking like, because honestly, you're going to want to wait and see. It's going to be worth it to watch how it develops over time. But it basically, over there, I place the start of the picture right here on this little block. Well, if I can stand on it. And this is the edge of it, and it goes all the way over to where it ends. And it is basically a template for me to build on. And so it shows me like, oh, I need black stone here and all of this. And so when I place it in, it changes colors. And if I have a block outside, like if that block's not supposed to be there, so when I get back on, it's going to be pink. So some of the blocks I intentionally have pink because I think it looks better that way. But we're going to build this. It's going to have a volcano here, which is what this is connected to. And all of that. I tried building with the happy gas, which is why he's floating around and screaming, but I really couldn't do it as much. It was a little bit harder. But as you can see, it's hollow under here, except for where I've like bridged because I've fallen, and over here to get to lower spots, which you saw in the time lapse. And then I am currently deciding what's going to go on the island. I know I want a castle. I'm trying to decide where it goes. But I want your help. Over here where I have done, I would like comments. In the comment section, say what you want to put here. I'm going to put something along this side, right? Let's get this. I don't really know why that's box there. Right along here. So if you're like, I want a geyser or maybe a lava pool, which over here you might see like, why did you leave this giant area blank? There's going to be a lava pool coming from the volcano there. But let's say you want a house here or something. Go to the comments, and I'm going to pick a random subscriber who commented in the comment section, and that's going to go on here. And if you want, build it in Minecraft and send me a link so I can see it, or send me the Lightmatica download if you want it even more precise. So put your comment of what you want it down below, and this right here, this little plot, could be yours. So if you want a giant spike here, you want a giant T here, or whatever, you can do whatever you want. Just suggest it in the comments and be a subscriber. So please subscribe, and what? There we go. Why wasn't it letting me sleep? Please subscribe. Please comment. Please write what you want down. And if you want it even more specific, put a Lightmatica thing down in the bottom so I can have it down to the exact. Now, as you come back to the shopping district, you see down in here, there's a kind of a cave network. And there's something by the Dwarf Emperor, which is what I'm calling him. It's called digging. He said he would get paid to dig out a section. I'm thinking, we're running out of space. And as the king of the shopping district, it's my job to make space. So I was thinking, I have him almost hollow out basically a layer of this island. Let him keep whatever he gets down here, And then down here will be like an underground market. So it's like a massive cave. So it's going to take a lot of mining diamonds. But this right here would really expand how much room we have. And then even if we needed more room after that, like to the end of the season, I see shops like slowing down towards the end of the season. Like people have farms and stuff like that. So the shopping will become less. But I still think it will be very big. And then I'm going to have him hollow this out. I was thinking. And then build a massive like underground market, and if we decide we need more layers, we're gonna do another like dig under it. And the underground market would be more about like selling and then looks of the shop. So if you are like, I have a lot of stuff to sell, but you're also like, I really hate building, that's what that part of it is for. I also got a comment on my last video that you wanted me to fight the Ender Dragon. We're not going to do that this video. That'll be next video. But next video, I will try my very best to fight and beat all of the bosses. So that would be the Warden, which is, I'm not the best Minecrafter. I don't think I can ever beat the Warden. But the Warden, the Ender Dragon, the Elder Guardian, and the Wither. The Wither and the Elder Guardian are going to be easy. The Ender Dragon's going to be easy. The Warden is just going to be fun to fight. I will bring my netherite armor. I'll probably have to switch to my backup armor once he kills me. I might try to get a posse going, but if we can kill the Warden, that's going to be crazy. Also, we're going to be trying to do more building and design the castle that's going to go on it. But first, we have a room to build. This room over here, we need to turn into some kind of informational room. I don't know. And over here, we have to make a map of the shopping district, which is just really hard and tedious to do. As you can see, if you come up here, it's pretty large. And to line up a map around the shopping district is just kind of frustrating. Because, but then you can't set in stone those maps because the shopping district's going to change, stuff like that. So we have a lot of building ahead of us in these two rooms, which I think we're going to try to do next episode. But first, let's come up here to the top of the tower. Oh, we're not. We're going to need to do a little bit of renovating to the shopping district. Right now, there's this dirt path. It looks terrible. We can make it better. So we're going to get in, we're going to design some roads, and I'm going to put out a post and ask each of you to vote for which road you like the best. So this path road is going to be one of them. Alexander Bit the Best did this. And that I like it, but I don't like the dirt path, and then to this shop doing nothing. We're gonna crack down on the shopping district and probably get rid of this dirt path, which actually I made and got rid of most of the rails. So I was trying to, as a prank, because he killed me, move a warden in a minecart to right here above this, which would have basically, and then trapped him in it permanently using the squilly glitch and things like that. If you don't know what the squilly glitch is, it is where you basically put a bed and then a boat on top of it, and then cover all of it up to where you want them to spawn, and then they can't get down to their bed because when they try to break it down, it takes forever because they don't have any tools. So you can do that like if you're making a prison or something, which brings to another idea. Over here, you can see we have an unused shop. Over here, you can see we have an unused shop. And then this, I don't know if this counts as a shop. So we're going to make a little bit of a prison. We're going to get onto that right now. And let's put the prison right over here, right behind the Parliament building. It's going to be small. It's going to be made out of blackstone for the base. We're going to say the base is going to be blackstone. The rest is going to be made out of iron. So it's like, very prison-esque. It's just going to be small. And then what we're going to do with the prison is we are going to lock the people inside of it that aren't using their shops properly. So if your shop isn't staying stocked, or if it doesn't have an ender chest, or if it's just an empty shell, that is what we're going to do. We're going to take you, we're going to throw you in prison, and after you get in prison, you're going to either have to wait in prison permanently, or restock your shop, or whatever. The prison is just a small little starting thing that we're doing, mainly just for, bars, and kind of get people to re-engage with the shopping district. And since I'm king, I got it. That's my job. If they don't listen, their shop will be condemned by the state, or the king in this case, and probably torn down, or I don't know. There will be a big consequence. So, like, if I don't keep up with stocking the sulfur shop, or Toe Nugget doesn't keep up with stocking these fireworks, or the dwarves fail, or these two shops don't ever get filled, there will be big, big consequences. And that might be one of the things that we put in here. We might put a consequence board, or, like, maybe incentives to keep your store stocked. So in here we're thinking a meeting room, or maybe even a small store, and in the other one with the map and informational room. So if you have any ideas for the small store, or something that you think would really fit, please whoa, don't die. Please leave a comment down below and just tell me. I love hearing from you and getting your guys' opinions. Then you come over here. I no longer own this area over here. I moved it to that for the sulfur thing. But down here, you can see there's this hole. And if you go down the hole, they're gone. No! Okay, down here, I had a kind of mini, not at all automatic sulfur cube farm. And I basically locked up like 6 sulfur cubes down here. And I would AFK, kill them, and then wait for them to come back, and then kill them all, and then do that over and over and over again. And I would bucket them. I have no idea where they gone, or now how I'm gonna get out of here. So let's, I guess, mine this way? I really don't know. Well, I guess this is a good time for a fancy transition, so let's, do one of these. Ba, ba. There, and here we are. How'd you like that transition? Yeah, awesome. And as you can see, and probably hear, villagers. Tons and tons of villagers. We have our book villagers, we have mason villagers, picture villagers, cartographers, I really don't know what they are. Then we have 2 farmer villagers, which we trade with to get all this stuff. And then another librarian villager. We had a librarian villager here. We have another one here, which is giving us a lot of the books. And then we had 4, 5 of these blast furnace villagers, which were giving us all of the starting armor. Oh, great. Oh, he can't hit anybody. We can't have that happening again. And when this, as you can see, oh, it's night, isn't it? As you can see, we are actually in the location of our old base. So, like, you see the floating ender chest and stuff like that. So that is why there's monsters coming down. That when the initial explosion happened, it was night, zombies came down, this was all sealed off, but they came down and infected half of our villagers over there, some of them over here. Luckily, they didn't get, let me see, is this one? No. This guy? Our mending villager, which I honestly can't remember which one it is. One of these guys has mending, and that is really powerful. If you don't know mending, basically, if you gain levels, it repairs your armor first, and then it gives you the levels. And then, I've been trying to stock up on this. I got potions, but look, you see, you got tons of mending books. I've been trying to stock up on emeralds and stuff like this for the next shop that I do, because this current little shop in the shopping district isn't what I'm going for. Overall, I'm going to try to make it better and bigger and better. And then you can see, I'm going to do these little races, because these are different maps. And then they're going to be 2, like, you buy 2 maps, and it's a race between you and someone to find it, because it leads you to the same one. And so, like, you see, I got tons of bricks, which I gave some of them to Bit the Best, so he could use it on the Parliament building. Okay, so, like, also blocks of quartz. I trade for blocks of quartz every time I can, because they're just so powerful. But I'm thinking about moving most of my villagers to under my base. So the current giant base that I'm building, I'm going to be moving the villagers to, because I need them to be closer and not over here. And at that point, I'll make a much bigger and proper farm. See, like, And then I'll also automate melon farms, and I'm going to need more of these guys because I just don't have enough emeralds. And then the glass plane trick technically works, it's just really slow. So I just need more villagers for a fully functioning farm like this. And things like that. Broken anvil. You know what to say. Broken anvil. You know what to say about broken anvils. Because I don't. I was hoping you would. Leave a comment. What do broken anvils say? Also, I have a quest right now to get a blue axolotl. But it's not for me. It's for a friend. Because I was thinking about starting this thing where it's kind of like Secret Santa. If you ever played that at Christmas time, where everybody draws a name and you do something good for someone. Like, really nice. But this time, instead of it being just around Christmas, I'm going to start Secret Santa or Secret Friend in this case. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to start it. I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm getting this blue axolotl for someone. I'm not going to say who. And then I'm going to leave them the blue axolotl with a shulker box. He's actually completely in the wall. And, like, a gift. So, the blue axolotl, some diamonds, you know, things like that. Armor stand. And this then will transfer on with a book that says, why is that in there? The book will not say that. The book will say, you know, this is from your secret friend, pass on this little gesture of kindness. And I mean, I would love for someone else to start it on the server. If, like, see the video and they're like, oh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna go start that, like, right now. That would be awesome. But it's not gonna happen, probably. And so, I'm gonna start it by getting this blue axolotl from someone. But it's gonna say pass it on. So, hopefully, eventually, this thing will basically be, like, I won't have to be like, oh, who has it? Someone's gonna have it, and they're going to be on top of it. They're gonna be like, oh, this person wants this. That's what I'll work on getting for them, you know? And so after that, that's basically all I have planned mainly for next week. Start that, and start to do the boss thing, and start some more shops. We have our little cow farm. We could do for a little clearing out of cows. So this is where we're leaving the episode. Right, let's get these cows real quick. Right here, so school's out. See you next week.